that we've done in 6 months. It's going to look a little different. Families on Zoom. But today is special just because we haven't done it for a long time and we miss it, right? But also, the person who wrote the nomination is here today, Miss Pam. So that makes it even more special. Yes, you two get in there. You can have that one hug and then social distance. Okay.
Social distance. We have masks on.
Okay, family. Who do we have?
Who's in there?
Mom?
Future mother-in-law, grandma,
Oh.
and future father-in-law, fiance's hiding over there. And I'm a cousin.
Very cool. Thank you all for joining us. Oh,
Her aunt.
very cool. So we have a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's a couple waiting to be let in, I think, too, Emily.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
We'll get them in.
One.
Your puppy's there too. Oh, is Ghost there? Yes. Oh, love him too.
Yeah, Ghost is watching.
He said good morning to us.
Ghost, mama's on the camera.
Start howling. He did. He
You too?
Oh, I was gonna say he's probably howling.
Oh.
Okay, just let Ava on. All right.
Okay, family. My name is Kim Chamberlain. I'm the Chief Nursing Officer, and so thank you again for being with us. I'm going to tell you about Daisy because the rest of the group probably knows all about it. So Daisy, can you understand me with the mask on?
We can.
Okay, so Daisy was an award that was started 21 years ago now, in 1999, by the family of Patrick Barnes. Patrick was a 33-year-old gentleman who had complications of ITP. He was in the hospital for 6 weeks before he unfortunately passed away. And the family expected the nurses to be smart and competent, which every nurse here is, but what really touched them and touched their heart was how compassionate they were. Not only to Patrick in those 6 weeks, but also to the family as well. So they lived in Seattle, and they tell the story that after Patrick passed away and they could kind of think about what they wanted to do for the nurses, they got together one night over a liquid dinner, and he came up with the Daisy Award, Diseases Attacking the Immune System. And it is now, they expected it to be local, award to really honor the compassion of nurses. It is now 21 years later, given in every state across the United States, and an international award as well. We give one a month, haven't done it for 6 months. We're excited to do it today to Miss Ashley. And normally this is where I hug them, but I'm trying very hard to social distance. So is somebody going to read the nomination, or would you like me to read it?
Oh, I
I can read it. And this was written by Miss Pam Hansen, who we know and love as well. So, you know, they always say that nurses make the worst patients. For those of you who don't know, Pam is a nurse. I was living proof to that. Being a patient in CCU, I remember yelling out loudly my nurse's name constantly for 12 hours, either wanting to be turned, to remove my restraints, and literally waving at her to get her attention as she just sat down from attending to me a few seconds earlier. You remember this day, Ashley?
Oh, yeah.
She never raised her voice or made me feel bad about yelling at her. I called her Megan. She never lost her patience with me, even though I called her by the wrong name for the entire shift. I called her Megan. She was the best incentive I cling to in hopes of getting better. My husband said he admired her so much and how she handled me. She always had time to answer his questions, and yet on one hand was somewhat preparing him for whatever they thought was going to happen. Could have been me dying. I truly remember calling her Megan, and yet her name is Ashley Bills. Ashley actually kept encouraging me to fight to live. 12 weeks to this date, I am back to work full time with no restrictions. So it sounds like that worked, Pam.
Yeah. Very deserving.
Can't think of a better way to recognize a nurse to have a patient that you cared for.
Very
That was
naughty.
so close to death. You were sick,
I was
Pam.
very sick.
Family. Pam was very sick, and here she is, living proof of what great nursing care can do: compassion and competency. So the great thing about Daisy is it comes with presents. You will have this banner with your name on it, hung up for another month. You have this portfolio that is signed by the Barnes family and myself. Can I have those to you? Okay. They've come out now. You have your beautiful daisy flowers. They've come out with a book now, Shining the Light on All That Is Right. Here's a copy of that. You have a little thing for your badge. Tissues. You guys doing all right? Good. And before we get to the best one ever, you also have cinnamon rolls. Let me tell you about cinnamon rolls. I hope we have cinnamon rolls.
We do.
Yep, okay. I just have to double check. So, Patrick, when he was still able to eat, his dad went into his room one day with one of those big ooey gooey cinnamon rolls. And Dad intended to eat it for himself. Patrick said, gosh, that smells good. I think I'll take a bite. Proceeded to eat the whole thing and said, Dad, bring cinnamon rolls every day for the nurses. So we don't have cinnamon, but we have Hy-Vee. They're just as good. But the Barnes family has gone around the United States and internationally to present this award. And what they hear from almost every nurse is I was just doing my job. And they want you to know it is so much more than that. So they ask that, particularly this time of year will be good with baking with apples. Every time you taste cinnamon, smell cinnamon, bake with cinnamon, you think about how special you are, because you are. And then, here comes the best gift of all, in my opinion, the Healer's Touch. This is a statue that was made by artists in Zimbabwe. Daisy partners with many, many families in that impoverished nation to help with their economy and to make this statue for the nurses that, again, in that nation, it is very important, the healers, and they feel honored to make this Healing Touch statue for all of the Daisy nurses. So we're very proud of you, Ashley. Anything you'd like to say?
I think we did okay,
I'd say so.
Yeah.
She's making up nice.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. It did get pretty warm.
Pam, anything you'd like to say?
You guys are very, very good. I mean, to be in that bed and see people you know and love is a lot. So when we can't have visitors, we are each other's family. Very much so.
That's a great remembrance. All right. Well, let's eat cinnamon rolls. Huh?
Oh,
Pam?
thank you.